There are some actors who become superstars overnight with a film. Millions of people go crazy over them, but then suddenly they disappear from the industry. What happened to them? Where did they go? And what happened to their lives? In today's video, we will know the surprising stories of some such actors. So watch the video till the end, and if you want to hear more such stories, subscribe to our channel Timeless Legends. Belle, did you know that one of the most popular actors of the 80s and 90s, Rick Moranis, who became famous for his comedic performances in films like Ghostbusters and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, suddenly disappeared from Hollywood? What happened to him to leave everything behind after reaching the heights of fame? Today we will share with you the full story of Rick Moranis' life, career, and his mysterious disappearance. Rick Moranis' early life and career. Rick Moranis was born on April 18, 1953 in Canada. His career began in radio and television, where he achieved great success on shows like SCTV, Second City Television. Soon, his comedic style caught the attention of Hollywood producers, and he got the opportunity to work in big films. Rick Moranis' famous films: Keycap 1 Ghostbusters, 1984. Everyone remembers his role as Louis Tully in this film. Keycap 2 Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, 1989. This film was a box office hit and gave Moranis international recognition. Keycap 3 Spaceballs, 1987. It was a great science fiction comedy film. Keycap 4 The Flintstones, 1994. His role in it was well liked. Keycap 5 Little Shop of Horrors, 1986. Another great film, in which his acting surprised the audience. Reason for his sudden disappearance from Hollywood. When Rick Moranis' career was at its peak, his wife Ann Belsky died of cancer in 1991. At that time, they had 2 children and he became a single parent. Heartbreak. Rick Moranis decided to focus fully on raising his children and leave Hollywood forever. It was a personal and brave decision of his that is rarely seen. Rick Moranis' comeback attempts. In 2020, news broke that Rick Moranis was returning for the new sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But after that, he did not appear much. In 2020, after that, he remained away from the media. Will he return to Hollywood? It is difficult to say whether Rick Moranis will return to the film industry completely or not. But his story is still an example for everyone today that sometimes family and personal life are more important than fame. Conclusion. Rick Moranis' life is a great lesson that real success is not money or fame, but spending time with loved ones.
There was a time when Bridget Fonda was one of Hollywood's most talented and beautiful actresses. She was a star whose name alone could make a movie successful. But then suddenly, she disappeared. What really happened? At early life and family background. Born on January 27, 1964 in Los Angeles, California, Bridget Fonda belonged to a legendary Hollywood family. Her grandfather, Henry Fonda, father, Peter Fonda, and aunt, Jane Fonda, were all famous actors. It seemed inevitable that she would enter the film industry, but she wanted to make a name for herself through her own hard work. Bridget officially started her career in 1987, but it was her role in The Godfather Part 3, 1990, that truly put her in the spotlight. Some of her most famous movies: Single White Female, 1992, a psychological thriller that made Bridget a Hollywood A-list actress. Jackie Brown, 1997, a crime film directed by Quentin Tarantino, where her performance was highly praised. A Simple Plan, 1998, one of her best career performances. Lake Placid, 1999, a popular horror thriller movie in which she played a strong role. After 2000, the decline in Bridget's film appearances is explained. But then, in 2002, a tragic incident changed everything. A terrible car accident. Bridget Fonda suffered severe injuries in a car crash, which led her to step away from the film industry. Focusing on family, that same year, she married famous music composer Danny Elfman and decided to leave Hollywood completely. Bridget left the spotlight and chose to live a private life with her husband and their son Oliver. In 2022, after 20 years, the media spotted Bridget Fonda, and fans were shocked. She looked completely different, and it was clear that she had no interest in returning to Hollywood. Bridget firmly stated that she will never act again. She is happy living a simple, normal life, far from the glamour of Hollywood. Another lost Hollywood story. Bridget Fonda's story teaches us that fame and fortune are not everything. Sometimes, true happiness lies in simplicity and a private life. There was a time when Jonathan Taylor Thomas, also known as JTT, was one of the biggest teen heartthrobs of the 90s. He was everywhere, TV, movies, magazines. But then suddenly, he disappeared. What happened to Jonathan Taylor Thomas? Born on September 8, 1981, in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, USA, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, real name Jonathan Taylor Weiss, showed an early interest in acting. His journey to stardom began when he moved to Los Angeles and started appearing in commercials and small TV roles. In 1991, he landed the role that made him a household name, Randy Taylor on the hit TV show Home Improvement. For 7 seasons, Jonathan won the hearts of millions with his charm, wit, and talent. He became one of the most famous child actors of his generation. The Lion King, 1994, Jonathan was the voice of young Simba in the Disney classic. His voice acting made the character unforgettable. Tom and Huck, 1995, a fun adventure film where he played Tom Sawyer. Man of the House, 1995, a comedy film alongside Chevy Chase. Wild America, 1997, a coming-of-age adventure film that showcased his acting depth. During the 90s, Jonathan was a teen magazine favorite, appearing in Tiger Beat 17 as one of the biggest heartthrobs of the decade. Van Shar, why did he leave Hollywood? At the peak of his success, Jonathan made a surprising decision. He left Hollywood to focus on his education. He didn't want to be just a celebrity. He wanted a normal life. Left Home Improvement in 1998. Many fans were heartbroken when he left the show before the final season. Prioritized education. He studied at Harvard University, Columbia University, and St. Andrews University in Scotland. Avoided fame. Unlike many child stars, Jonathan never sought the spotlight. He intentionally kept his life private. Over the years, Jonathan has remained completely out of the public eye. He made a few guest appearances on Last Man Standing in the 2010s, reuniting with his Home Improvement co-star Tim Allen. But after that, he disappeared again. No social media, no interviews, no red carpet events. He seems to enjoy a quiet, peaceful life away from Hollywood.